What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm here in Remnant 2. I just finished my last two archetypes other than the Archon, which was just found recently. I can't get it because I can't get the armor set yet because there's a known bug where it's just not being sold by Whispers or whatever his name is, Scribbles. But I just ranked up the Alchemist with the Medic, and I think I'm going to stick with it for a little while. Mainly because of the Medic's second skill, Healing Shield. Gives you 100% shield for 10 seconds, but it also regenerates 30% of your max health over the duration, which is pretty good for the build I'm going for. It's just a survivability build with some... It's fairly decent damage. I mean, it'll get you by for Nightmare, that's for sure. And survivability will definitely help in Nightmare as well. With the Alchemist, going with the last one, which gives me Living Will, gives me 5 health regeneration per second. Now, I believe that maybe that's 5 health points, which is maybe like a little less than 5%. Maybe 3.5 or so. And it also protects you against fatal damage, which is very good for survivability. And then with your perks, you get 25% all damage. Okay, plus 5% crit chance, which is very good on both of these. So both archetypes, Medic and Alchemist, have 25%. So that's a total of 50% all damage. So that's your mods, your weapons, your melee weapons. If I was using damage skills, then that would go towards that as well. But your like pipe bombs or anything like that, that would also work as well. I have Alchemist as my main, so that I get a total of 4 concoctions. Alright, so you already got one. Prime perk gives you 3 extra ones. Concoctions are very good. They last a long time thanks to Experimentalist, right? No, not the one. Is that the one? No, I'm sorry. It's Panacea? Is that how you say that? Maybe. Oh my goodness. That's not it either. Oh, okay, sorry, it's your trait. I'm like all over the place. This is my first build video. I usually don't do how-tos, but been doing a little bit, but mainly because I just want to get all my archetypes up to 10 so that I can start making some builds. This is probably one I'll stick with while I'm kind of a scrub, okay? I'm not very good at dodging a lot of the attacks. I get myself in bad positions, but this build should help me stay alive long enough to learn all the patterns and everything so that I can dodge and work towards apocalypse, but that will take some time. Potency increases consumable duration by 100%, so instead of 60 minutes, you get like 120 minutes for your consumables, which is very awesome. Just everything is perfect for survivability with these two traits. Now let's get into the gear. I have the max amount of weight that I can have for a normal dodge. The relic that I use is the Shielded Heart because it gives me 100% shield the last 20 seconds or until the shield is removed. So that's like double your health. That doubles your health right there. Now I double my health, I'll start from the bottom because the generating band, I believe this is a random drop in Rude. It regenerates 3% of max health per second while shield is active. Alright, so super good. Great survivability. Very fast health regen. Also, since I have that, I go with the rerouting cable. It gains 5% of max health as a shield for 5 seconds after spending 25 stamina. So anytime you're spending 25 stamina, albeit like dodging, rolling, anything like that, sprinting, you're gonna get a shield, and it goes up to 50% shield. Okay, so that's what, 150 right there, plus the skill right here, that's 250. All right, 250 shield. That's like, that's double your health for a short amount of time, albeit, but still it's enough to regenerate all your health. Especially with this skill, you're getting extra regeneration and survivability. I go with reserve boosting gem. I took it off. You can swap these two out for whatever you want. Zanaya's Malice is just really good. Stacks 3 times, 10% per stack for 7 seconds. Dealing weak spot damage increases weak spot damage. So what, 30% weak spot damage at max? Yeah, that's really good. And then the reserve boosting gem, and when I go below 50% health, I get a value of 2, so that's what, 2 plus the 7. It's just crazy amounts of health regeneration. Alright. Right now I'm just using, I don't want to say the meta, but it's kind of the meta. Nightfall is very strong for taking out bosses or strong enemies, thanks to Dread Walker. And also the Enigma is just very good crowd control. I put a slow mod on it, or a time wave mod on it. Slows enemies when I use my mod, so I shoot the little spikes out. Those are very good for taking out certain enemies, and increases the range of the weapon itself very well. So those two together is making, plus this build, making Nightfall not as dreadful. But I'm kind of using the time to like learn the patterns a little bit better and work on my like dodging, you know. The amulet I've been using is the difference engine. Okay. While a shield is active, gain 20% damage and 1.5% of base damage dealt as lifesteal. Okay. Just more survivability, more damage. As long as my shield's up, I can at least keep it up with rerouting cable. Popping a relic gives me a lot of shield, and also using my skill. I use my skill with the medic if I'm really in trouble. Then I could pop that. For a secondary, I can also pop Living Will. Alright. We're going to test this out on the Terminus station. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself.
Welcome. Welcome. Step aboard the train.
I also got the Adam sweater for my melee. I love this one. This melee weapon. I'm gonna use some of these up.
I have no idea who you are or how you came to be in this place. To be completely honest, I do not care. I have spent too much time in the company of machines. To converse now with a being of flesh and bone is such an honor. Machines fear nothing, not pain nor death. But you, I can already detect an increase in your vitals. But I digress. I am the conductor of this train, and it is my honor to propose to you a little test. The rules are simple. Kill everything on this train before it crashes, and you die. Are you ready? I suppose it does not matter whether you are or not. Let us begin.
Alright, here we go. So I can dodge right here and get a little bit of shield. You can see more shield means damage and lifesteal as well.
Let's see how you handle what is next, shall we?
Wait for that.
Alright. Grab this real quick.
Where will this lead, I wonder?
I'm gonna just use a shield just in case. So you can move multiple stacks of shields, but it says ×2 right there. That's because it's going into the second stack. The Enigma is just so good. Alright.
You do not expect me to go easy on you this close to the end.
So with a rerouting cable and the generating band, I haven't even had to use much of my relic for my skills. But I could just for more survivability if I want to. If I need to. If I get in a bad spot. This is on Nightmare, but from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like... Mainly because of the weapons. Now I'm getting a little down. Let's go with this. Like that. There we go.
Very impressive. You are every bit the dealer of death I thought you were. As a reward, I will not be killing you. Come, the final call lies ahead. You may leave at the next stop. No tricks. You have done what I asked. How unfortunate. I had hoped to see you die. Fine. You may leave.
Alright. So, this is my survivability build for Nightmare difficulty. it gives you just enough damage to get through the bosses and all sorts of enemies. Mainly because the weapons are a bit overpowered right now, but you can use other weapons just using different techniques. But right now I'm just kind of using these to get by. But here you go. These are the reround cable, generating band, reserve boosting gem, which you could swap out for anything if you want. I just like it because if I get below 50% health, I got 2 points of health regeneration per second, which is really strong. It's pretty strong. On top of the generating band, that's not 5%, but that's a decent amount of health regeneration. And then Zanaya's Malice, I'm pretty sure everyone's using this just because it's so good. The difference engine, you can use whatever amulet and 2 rings. Really, it comes down to these 2 are very good. Plus your relic is very good. You can get all 3 of these plus this. I believe you can get that. This one in particular, this amulet, I believe you can get it in what is it? Nerud. Okay. Definitely these 3 and this one. I know you can get this in... I forget what dungeon. It's a dungeon. Generating band, I believe, is a random drop. So you gotta just search everywhere in the open world, dungeons, everything. And you have a chance of this one dropping. It doesn't have a specific drop. I don't believe. Okay. Check on the wiki for these 2. If you're looking for those, I tried swapping this one out. I just went back to it. But if I do like a shock build or something, then I could put like shock damage on there. Swap these out for whatever you want. But try out these 2 archetypes together. The Alchemist with 3 additional concoctions is really good. It's fairly decent. Lasts a hell of a lot of time. And even after you die, you still have your concoctions. Medics is very good as well. And there you go. Nice, easy build. Look at my resistances, thanks to Alchemist, I'm pretty sure. Or it's the medic. Might be the medic. Let's see. I'm not sure. Well, all my resistance. Here's the traits that I use. Ammo reserves. I just like having a lot more ammo. I'm probably gonna switch some of these up. I really wish we could get more traits, to be honest. 60 doesn't seem like a whole lot. I thought we were gonna get 80 or something like that, but oh well. But there you go. Hope that helps somebody make Nightmare. If you're like me and you just seem to get hit by every single thing, and you're trying to play through Nightmare, this is definitely something you'd want to look towards building, just to help you out at the beginning parts, just to get used to like dodging and shit. I don't know. Hopefully this helps somebody. But there you go. Stay tuned for more. Peace out.
It is unfortunate we could not meet face to face, but your locality and trajectory are fortuitous. I must gain access to
God, I suck so bad this game. Booyah. There we go, motherfucker. There you go. Even a scrub can beat bosses on Nightmare.
I now have access to the core. I
There
and
you go.
all the Drazier are in your debt.
Stay tuned for the next one.